Hello everyone, welcome to Druv Online Academy. As a part of our 30-day revision series, today we can see the objectives of different international agreements on environment. First, Kyoto Protocol. The main feature of this protocol is to set targets for all industrialized countries to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases. The major feature of Kyoto Protocol is that it has set binding targets for 37 industrialized countries and European Community for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. This also identified that developed countries are primarily responsible for the high level of greenhouse gas emission. So this protocol places more burden and responsibilities on developed nations under the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities. A compliance system is in place to ensure that the commitments are fulfilled. This Kyoto Protocol was adopted in the year 1997 and entered force in the year 2005. Kyoto Protocol was the first implementation under UNFCCC, that is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Kyoto Protocol was later superseded by Paris Agreement. Climate change is a major threat for sustainable environment. So the central aim of Paris Agreement was to strengthen the global response to that climate change by limiting global warming to below 2 degrees Celsius. Paris Agreement was adopted by 196 parties in the year 2015. This agreement works on a 5-year cycle. There is this action plan where the countries explain how are they planning to achieve the goals of Paris Agreement. What measures are they taking up? So this NDC's nationally determined contributions are reviewed once in every 5-year time period. Rio Earth Summit. This was created with an objective to increase international cooperation on development issues. This summit also led to establishment of other conventions on biological diversity and climate change. The summit was convened for the purpose of environmental protection and socio-economic development. It was agreed that a 5-year review would be made in the year 1997. Rio Earth Summit conducted in the year 2012 is known as Rio 20, Rio 2012, Earth Summit 2012 and also United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. Rio 20 focused on practical measures for sustainable development. Montreal Protocol. This international treaty was designed to protect the ozone layer by phasing out the production of substances that are responsible for ozone depletion. Montreal Protocol was agreed in the year 1987 and entered into force in 1989. This protocol provided a set of practical tasks to regulate the production of ozone depleting substances and thereby protecting the ozone layer. This protocol is also considered to be the single most successful international agreement. International Solar Alliance. The objective of International Solar Alliance is to increase the utilization of solar energy and reduce the dependence on fossil fuels. International Solar Alliance. This is an alliance of 106 countries, most of them being sunshine countries, meaning countries which lie either completely or partly between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This alliance is also known by the name International Agency for Solar Policy and Application. Now we can revise some previous year questions from this topic. First question. As per provisions of Paris Agreement, the intended nationally determined contributions, that is the NDCs, nationally determined contributions are to be reviewed every Option A 15 years, B 10 years, C 5 years and D 3 years. Option C 5 years is the right answer. Second question. The Paris Agreement aims to limit the temperature rise in this century by how many degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial levels? Okay, the objective of Paris Agreement is to limit the temperature rise below 2 degrees Celsius. So option B is the right one. Third question. Which of the following conferences or summit is also known as UN Conference on Sustainable Development? Rio 20 conference, which was conducted in the year 2012, is also known as United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. Option D is the right answer. Fourth question, one of the main outcomes of the Rio 20 conference was to develop a set of, options are given, Sustainable Development Goals, Millennium Development Goals, National Development Strategy, National Land Restoration Strategy. Objective of Rio 20 conference was to develop a set of sustainable development goals. It was focused on giving out clear and practical measures for sustainable development. Option A is the right answer. Fifth question, which of the following are features of Paris Agreement? First statement, the agreement focuses on mitigation measures for environmental pollution. No, this is not a feature of Paris Agreement. Paris Agreement focuses on climate change and its negative impacts, whereas 2 and 3 are features of Paris Agreement. We will look at the options here. Option C, 2 and 3. That is the right option. Sixth question, there are 2 statements here. We need to choose the option which has the correct statements. First statement, most of the member countries in the International Solar Alliance are located between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This statement is true. We call them sunshine countries. Second statement, Japan is a member country of the International Solar Alliance. This statement is also true. So option C, both 1 and 2 is the right answer. Seventh question, Montreal Protocol aims at, option A, reduction in emission of greenhouse gases, B, phasing out ozone depleting substances, C, prohibiting transboundary movement of hazardous waste, and D, enhancing cooperation among UN member states for peaceful uses of nuclear energy. The primary aim of Montreal Protocol is phasing out the ozone depleting substances. So option B is the right one. Eighth question, which of the following UN conferences or summit adopted the Program of Action for Sustainable Development? Program of Action for Sustainable Development was adopted in Rio de Janeiro conference. So option B is the right one. Ninth question, identify the co-benefit of Montreal Protocol. The primary aim of Montreal Protocol is to phase out the production of ozone depleting substances. Here the question says co-benefit of Montreal Protocol, and the co-benefit is reduction in the emission of carbon dioxide and equivalent gases. That is the reduction in greenhouse gas emission. Option B is the right one. That's an overview of international agreements on environment. Hope this helps you. Please do subscribe to Druv Online Academy and watch the other videos in this 30-day revision series. Thank you.